Okay, so who, when they are pitching and chipping, feels a little bit nervous because they're prone to a little bit of a duff or a thin as they're doing it, and when they get into your full swings as well, you're starting to feel that you're getting a little bit handsy, a little bit flippy, and you don't feel like you're quite making the full golf swing you want to. In today's lesson, I'm going to show you something that could help with that. Guys, I'm Matt Fryer, PGA professional. Let's go and take a look at this thing that can help you solve all those problems. Okay, so the tour rotation stick, we've got it on now. Very, very easy to actually get it onto the club there like you saw. And is a fantastic piece of kit, one that I've definitely seen a lot of success with early on in my lessons. When I saw it originally, thought, oh, you know, such a simple idea, how have I not thought of that before? Just literally getting an attachment almost like a sucker that I can just put it onto and get the club, the stick away from my grip, because that was the big problem I always found when I would have some of my lessons trying to hold on to the alignment cane. They became quite frustrated, quite irritated by the alignment cane running down the shaft, and also the noise becomes a little bit of a pain after a while. You're hearing it clatter and you're thinking, is it marking my shaft? So the actual little cap here that it puts on just takes away from any of those irritations and any of the uncomfortableness of the of holding the alignment stick there. So the big aim of it, like I say, we're going to have a look at sort of pitch here, and we'll have a look at a full swing also. The name is literally in what it says, tour rotation stick. So the rotation is the big word, because with a lot of people, when they're duffing and thinning pitches and chips, what we start to see is that a swing would be made where head down, body still square onto where the ball was. And what's very evident to see when that happens, you might pick it up on the microphone, is that you start to actually get the stick bending against your side here. So all of a sudden, I've not quite rotated how I would want to. All of a sudden, it's become very much a hands and arms driven swing, and also something where I'm not quite letting the acceleration of the club happen and turn towards my target. It now actually cuts off and lets the head pass out in front of the hands. So with the stick, like I say, I've found great success with my lessons. Really do that. It just allows us to get this feeling with not being restricted with where the alignment cane is in the grip, to allow us to start to turn and actually rotate through the shot and keep the structure of my setup and of the width of my arc is going to be the same at the bottom, because I'm not moving in, flicking at it. I now just allow myself to try and keep the stick away from hitting my my lead side here. So great little thing for pitching especially, and even when I was chatting to the guys who designed this, so I'm using it more for pitching at the moment. Is that right? And they were, well, yeah, you could use it for pitching quite a lot, but as obviously with the full swing, it's going to help there as well. But I'm seeing great successes with my lessons that this little aid is really starting to help them. So let's get one in here where we set up and feel the rotation as we go through. Try and keep the stick away from hitting my lead side, and I'm here, a little bit of weight, lovely little clip, and a really solid strike there. I do find you take a little bit more div, obviously it's wet at the moment, but because of the lean of the shaft as we've got it out here, we lean it in front of our lead side and keep turning, you would find that you would get a little bit more of a divot because we've got a little bit more shaft lean to the leading edges in at the moment. But really great swing there, and as you noticed as I finished, there was no hit on the lead side from the rotation stick, which allowed me to get that really solid crisp strike as I go through. Let's go and have a look at a full swing and see how it's going to help us with that, and see what we can achieve with the tour rotation stick there. So the full swing with the tour rotation stick, definitely found this helps people who are getting very scoopy at impact, where we would see a lot of hanging back onto the trail foot and trying to actually lift the golf up in the air, because straight away again the rotation stick would start to hit the side. And this is why you see someone like a Tommy Fleetwood practicing with it, trying to get his body more in control of the golf swing all the time. And especially for people who struggle with the actual the feeling and the process of using your torso, your legs and your chest a bit more to hit the ball with when everything starts to get a little bit arms dominated. This is a fantastic product for like that, and again, like I've seen great results with a lot of my students from the chipping and pitching side of things. Even just practice swings with this thing has been fantastic, and it also helps with trying to keep the club a little bit more on plane, because when a lot of people are working the club out in different angles and takeaways and lots of things are happening, again, with it just being there and being very blatant that it's poking out at the end of the club, it's easy to see where you are throughout stages of the golf swing. So, you know, another thing that I found really helpful with it is putting it on some people, and when we're looking at, you know, where the shaft is horizontal to the floor for the first time in the golf swing, are you poking too far over this way? Are we poking too far over there? Or have we now actually got it working online and on plane because we're starting to actually turn and rotate our body more? When we get to when our lead arm is now horizontal to the floor, do we see that the club's too vertical? Is it too flat? Or again, have we got it in a good position where it's mirroring somewhere near the plane line as we go through? And it should be looking somewhere pretty close to your extension of a ball to target line as you do this. And then as we get up to the top of the golf swing, again, you can start to trace points. But then the big thing, like I say, is this feeling as I'm coming through to keep it away from my side here to stop it from flipping out and hitting me. So just hitting small shots and practice swings where I keep my body working through it now all of a sudden allows me to get a lot more rotation in my golf swing. And if we get rotation in our golf swing, guys, it's a fantastic thing. It can help us be more consistent. It can help us square the club face up more consistently. It can help us hit it further. So a great little tool, and I just wanted to share it with you because, you know, I've been using it a lot at the academy and finding that it is helping a lot of people. So obviously as a coach, my aim is to help you all. And if I can do that by sharing something that I use and see good results from, why not do it? So let's clip one off here. See if we can keep this body turning. It's great for me. I get a little bit lazy sometimes, so I want to keep turning, keep the stick off me. And I've absolutely flushed that. That was nice. Great shallow little divot there. And as we slow it down, you'll probably see that was pretty much close to all those lines there. So another little training aid review for you there, guys. It's something that you're probably going to see more and more on the channel, and it is just sharing things that I'm using at the academy, things that I see have a positive effect on people's golf swings. And this, like I say, for the ease of use of how simple it is to put it on and it's pretty much self-explanatory, it's a fantastic tool and really does help a lot of golfers. So check out the Tour rotation stick. The website and all the info is in the link down below. Go and have a look, see if you're interested in one. You know, no benefit to me, but it's a great little tool, and like I say, something that I think that can really help a lot of golfers' games. So if you are someone who is duffing and chipping pitches and someone who is a big scooper of the golf ball, the Tour rotation stick is something that can help you along the way. So go and check it out, guys. I hope you enjoyed this lesson this week. If you have, do hit that like button. Also remember, hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications. Free golf lessons every week, and who doesn't want to get better at golf? Click it down below, it's all there for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another lesson.